before this. And I worked at a law firm, and I don't know, I thought the legal field was pretty much, that's where I was going to be at. And when COVID hit, the law firm closed down. And I have 3 kids underneath the age of 8. So I was tired of working that 9-to-5 job. I wanted to be home with my kids more too. So I kind of came across this opportunity. I was like, hey, I'll give it a shot. And I absolutely love it. And I'm able to stay home with my kids and make money. So that's my story. But thank you guys for being here today. I appreciate it. And I'm just going to get started with a little video just to get everybody in the right mindset, that type of thing. So. Yep.
Now it's time for celebration. I figured out today. Let's all agree, have no limitation. That's what it's all about. Each other strong, not the same. One temperature in a good way. That's where we belong. Speaking of one voice, you don't rock the house. Yeah. Party's off. Now everybody makes some noise. I'm on screaming style. Beyond what
Amelia says that the whole series of High School Musical has inspirational music.
What was that, Emily? All right. Well, anyways, you guys get the gist of it. I don't know if it was distorted audio for everybody or if it was just some people, but pretty much, you know, we are all in this together and we are all a team. And sometimes I think people, you know, forget that a little bit, that you have to be there for one another. So we're gonna get started. All right. This is just a quote from Steven Spielberg. The delicate balance of mentoring someone is not creating them in your own image, but giving them the opportunity to create themselves. Okay, now
That's
let's a little bit
that's
more.
beautiful, Lauren.
No, thanks. A little bit more about me. Like Emily was saying, I'm gold qualified, almost there. And I didn't even really mean to start team building. It just kind of happened. While I was waiting to register with suppliers and everything, I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And it actually just happened overnight. So, and I absolutely love it. What we're going to be talking about today is what is a mentor, the benefits of mentoring, what makes a good mentor, questions for the mentee, challenges, and then I'll have a little Q&A at the end. Okay, what is mentoring? Mentoring is definitely giving encouragement. I feel like you definitely want to make sure that you are supportive and definitely encourage your new travel agents on your team, because it can be kind of overwhelming at times. I remember when I first started, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. Like, this is too overwhelming. I can't do this. So, just give them that little pep talk and let them know you're there to help them, and just, be very encouraging. I feel like mentoring is sharing your experience with others. Sometimes when you're mentoring, letting them know your faults and, your mistakes also can be huge. It can give them confidence to know that they're not the only ones making mistakes, or they're not the only ones that had trouble with it. And then mentoring someone who provides support, guidance, and gives you the tools and feedback that you need to thrive in their career. Also advising someone on the same road that you've been on. I try to remember, okay, I was once here, I was in their shoes. So at times we tend to forget that. And then mentoring is really about learning, because not only is the mentee learning from you, but you can also learn from new agents as well. Benefits of mentoring. It boosts confidence and motivation. It improves communication and interpersonal skills. Of course, there's the increased chance of promotion. You can build a team, you become a leader, and you become more self-aware and improve your leadership skills. Okay. Now, boost confidence and motivation. I feel like mentoring or training new agents it's exciting to me. I love doing it. I was the manager in some of my last positions, but I've never actually had people like on my team, I guess you could say. So, it makes me feel good that I'm a leader. So you should be excited about it. And it's definitely, I get exhilarated about it. I just get a sense of satisfaction when I train people, just to know that I'm helping them succeed in their life and achieve their goals. So it also just to be motivating, so let's say once they sign up, I always personally want to give people a call and put that voice, instead of texting them and stuff, let them know, how excited I am to have them on my team, and let them hear that excitement. I don't know if you guys have ever been like going through a bad day and then somebody comes around you, super exciting and super, just excited about the world and happy about the day. It definitely catches on to you. So not only will that excite the mentee more, but it'll definitely give them more motivation to, awesome, I'm part of an amazing team. She's really excited to have me. So I feel like that's really important. Improve communication and interpersonal skills. I would say definitely being a mentor, you have to learn, or you learn as you go too, how to communicate better. And then your interpersonal skills, it's pretty much building relationships with people. You need to build a relationship, have them trust you. You want them to be able to answer, ask you questions and feel freely. You build a rapport with people. So it's pretty awesome. And then of course, the increased chance of promotion. I feel like maybe some people forget about their team and they just look at the prize. And so I feel like that's really important. Just remember that we are all a team, and we all are going to get through this together. And without them, you can't get there. So it's really important not to forget about your team members. Just, always check in with them, see how they're doing, if they need help. With some of my agents, I always just want to hop on Zoom instead of a phone call, because that way we're looking at each other and I can kind of help them through the process if they're struggling. Building a team and become a leader, and that's awesome. And then become more self-aware and improve your leadership skills. You'll definitely learn as you go, and there's no perfect right or wrong way to be a mentor. Everybody can be a mentor if you want to be a leader. And I didn't think I would want to do this, like I said, but I love it. And then also just to realize, that not every mentee or new agent is going to be the same. You're not going to want to mentor them the same exact way, because everybody's different. Everybody has different skills or things that, that they bring to the table. Like some may be good on Facebook, may know how to already start up a business page. Maybe another one doesn't know how, but some are good with computers, some aren't. So you just always want to make sure you tailor the plan just for that agent and how, you can guide them along the way. What makes a good mentor? Time and availability. This is definitely, as a mentor, I didn't realize how much time that it does take, from your own personal life, and how much time you do need to set aside. I was like, oh, wow. But it's so rewarding at the end, and I absolutely love it. And just, to be available for your new agents. Some of my agents, they know if they call me, okay, I may not answer right away because I do have 3 kiddos. They get that I'm a parent, but they know that I'm going to get back to them within the next 10 minutes. So just be available there for your agents. And, if they do call, return their calls, that type of thing. And just without them having to reach out to you, just touch base with them, see how they're doing on their success steps. See, if they went through all the steps, like signing up and then registering with suppliers, if they're going to trainings. Some of my agents were not able to actually attend the live training. So I actually, would hop on Zoom with them later that night after they got off work, that type of thing. And I was able to assist them doing that. So just kind of, be flexible and be there for them. Another one is communicate and listen. Your mentee or your new agent should ultimately oversee, their own career path, their goals, what they want to achieve. You shouldn't really put your own desires into it. What I mean by this is just like every mentee is going to be different. They're going to either have, their own goals and where they want to go. And so just try not to, I guess, really tell people what to do, just kind of guide them along the way. And some may need you to hold their hand. Some may go right out the gate and be able to just kind of go on their own. And that's awesome. But just be able to, communicate with them and really just listen. So like an example is, let's say somebody came to you and was like, I need help registering with suppliers. Well, typical thing would be, okay, well, did you look at the welcome packet? Follow the instructions. Well, that doesn't really help them very much. So you just really want to listen before you respond, I guess, and think it through and, really be able to be there for them. Okay, you're having problem registering with suppliers. Not a problem. Let's hop on Zoom. How can I help? Because you really want to make sure that you're there for them and they don't feel that they are abandoned or that you're not present, because they will quit. Because it is very intimidating in the first few weeks registering and trying to get to know everything. So just make yourself available and let them know that you're there. Remember to have fun. It doesn't have to be too serious. It's always a good thing to laugh. And I feel like this is a big one. Don't take it too seriously. What I mean by this is, like I said, there's no right or wrong way to mentor somebody, because we're all unique and we all have different skills. So if you're not, if you have a plan for one agent, it's not going to work for the other. But once you build that relationship and that rapport and you get to know that agent, you're able to have fun with them. And one of my agents, Stephanie, it's like we were just saying last night, we're like, can we hop on a Zoom without cracking up and laughing so hard? So it's just, you build that relationship with people and it's pretty awesome. I actually talk to some of my agents more than I do my close friends that live at home. So just remember to have fun and build that relationship. Another one is constructive criticism. Okay, you're going to want to offer constructive criticism. What I mean is, like, you don't want to judge or offend your new agent. You want to try to filter your feedback and try to be nice and avoid hurting them, but be able to still coach them and guide them and let them know the wrong way or the right way. Sorry, guys, my screen just slipped on me. And I found that sharing my experiences, like I said, your own faults, oh, you're struggling with this. Well, I found it very, overwhelming too. Don't worry. I was in your shoes too. How can I help? So, and just pretty much, instead of noting only their mistakes and their shortcomings, point out their positive attributes too. I don't think any of us can have ever heard too many compliments, right? You can never hear too many compliments or encouraging things. So just remember to always just be encouraging and let them know the things that they are doing right as well. Another one is empathy. It's really important to be able to relate to your new agent and understand their perspective and feelings. Like if they're having a bad day, you should pick up on their energy once you build that relationship and be able to work through it. Like one of my agents the other day, I could just tell she was just off. And I'm like, are you okay today? You don't seem like your normal self. And you'll get to know that as you build that relationship. But that's super important, to just take that, just be caring and, be able to talk to them also about non-agent stuff. And because you are going to build a friendship out of this. So it's pretty awesome. And it just requires listening and being more curious about others, really, be more attentive of other people and how they're acting, that type of thing. And also just don't expect everybody to kind of progress at the same rate because everybody's different, like I said. So you're going to, like I said, have some agents that want to just go, go, go. And then other ones that, are going to be kind of doing their own thing and go at their own pace. So we all have different strengths and backgrounds and experience. And the next one is the right, wrong choice decisions. Okay, let your mentee make those decisions or your new agent. Think of yourself as like a driving instructor. You're sitting in the passenger side, allowing your new agent to have full control of the journey. However, you're still there to offer advice and directions and pull the emergency brake if you have to, right? You definitely don't want them to make the same mistakes you did or struggle with the same issues that you had. That's why you're there, to be able to stop them and, kind of help them along the way when there is issues. Your job as, a mentor is really just to help them learn the role and help them learn the suppliers and that type of thing, help them get confident with booking, how to get clients, that type of thing. And really just trainings are huge. You can't do it all by yourself either. So that's why we have the amazing support team that we do. We have so many live trainings and it's super important to be able to make them know that they need to attend a few trainings a week on different subjects. That way it's not all on your shoulders because that tends to be a lot. And just really believe in your new agents, let them know that they can do it. Like I said, be encouraging and that they're never alone. Another one, like I said, time and availability. Okay, it's not really a characteristic, but it's definitely an essential step. You're going to be responsible for your team. They're not going to succeed if you're not going to be available for them. So just try to make that time, set it aside, whether, it be, maybe you can, talk to them at the very beginning, be like, okay, what days work best to meet? and try to arrange it around their schedule and your schedule to make it work. Questions for the mentee. Now, you don't have to ask these questions directly, but it kind of, if you kind of, go about just finding the answers to these questions in the first beginning stage of it, it'll definitely help you guys have a better relationship, and you'll understand them and they'll understand you, and you guys will kind of both be on the same page. What do you want to get out of this mentoring relationship? Everybody, like I said, has different goals, aspirations, that type of thing. So maybe, they're going to need more help with the Facebook, or maybe they don't really know how to market. So that way you kind of know exactly where you're going to need to kind of give them a little bit more help in certain areas. What goals do they have for themselves? Short term, long term? Are they looking to supplement their income? Do they have a certain number in mind that they need to reach? That way you guys can both be on the same page and have that plan and be able to know where they need to be at to feel comfortable and make enough, and how many bookings, that type of thing. Also find out, how do they learn best? Everybody's different. Some of us are visual learners. Some of us, can do it on our own, and but what I always try to do is definitely, walk them through it, show them once, kind of talk it over, and then have them do it with you watching, and then see, and then give them their feedback, that type of thing, and then have them do it just on their own. How do they like to be challenged? I know for me, challenge, I don't know, I like challenges, but I don't. So, but everybody's different. And then what's your schedule like? Some people are going to be available in the morning. Some people are going to be available at night. And that way you guys can kind of get together and both be on the same page and set that meeting time, maybe once a week or something, just to go over, find out how they're doing on their success steps, see if they made their first bookings, that type of thing. And then, when is the best for you to meet? Because I know with me, with my 3 kids, my schedule is all over the place. So it's kind of like different times of the day. Okay, now challenges. There are going to be some challenges. I'm not going to lie. Some challenges are, so it can be very, it can consume you, having a lot of people contact you all the time. And you just, you have to really remember why you're doing this. And to me, it gives me a lot of satisfaction. But the mentee can, be unfocused and they cannot follow through, which to me kind of, I don't know, I feel like, okay, why aren't you following through? Like, I try to give my agents homework. I know that sounds silly, but just things that they need to do until our next meeting. So that way we can kind of have a plan and we stay on track. I found some agents to be unwilling to commit. And so sometimes I blame that on myself, but you have to remember too, it's like everybody's different, and you really have to, I guess, put the time forth into this to have your business and to make it good. So whatever time you put forth into it, I feel is like what you're going to get out of it. Mentors can burn out. It can be very exhausting. You can forget your boundaries. You can find yourself in weird situations, like if it's a male female. I heard of some agents trying to take advantage of the guys, or so just remember the boundaries and where the professional relationship. Okay, some key points. Keep the communications open. Help your new agent, set their realistic expectations and their goals. And also, if you're going to be available, maybe because you're going to go out on a trip or something, let them know. So that way they're not trying to call you freaking out going, I can't get a hold of this person. Recently, I just went on a trip and I emailed my whole team and let them know. I'd still have my phone, but if I didn't respond right away, then not to worry. Offer that support, be encouraging. Like I said, encourage that communication and the participation. And that just really will help create a solid plan of action. Maintain contact. respond to your emails, respond to your text messages, answer those questions, and be able to provide that advice, the resource and the guidance, because that's really what they count on. If you've not heard from them, like reach out to them. Really just be honest, be truthful, with them, and let them know, how they're doing and what areas you guys can improve on. And actively participate. You need to be there for them, because without you, they're not going to succeed. You don't want them to quit and feel like they were abandoned, like I said. So just encourage, their own learning, and let them know that you are there. And be encouraging. Like I said, when was the last time you received too much praise? You can never receive too much praise. So, and just really have fun. Just remember, we're always, we movement, okay? Without our team, we're not an I movement. We're all in this together. And just remember, like, the takeaway, like, what do you want to remember out of this relationship? You want to inspire, you want to get them excited about what's to come, where they're going to be at. And then really just, to build the action plan. And I think that is it. But does anybody have any questions or anything I can answer?
Lauren, so Amelia said, have you had any difficulties getting your agents to communicate with you?
Yes. I have had lots of difficulties. I don't understand, at first I'm like, okay, I find it frustrating in a way, just trying to get him to respond to me and things. And so that's why I was saying, like, building that relationship right off the bat, like when you give them that first initial call, you put that name to the voice. And I found that works a lot better than just sending the text going, welcome to the team. And just really making it more personable. I found out that people respond a lot better later down the road than when you don't make it so personable at the beginning, if that makes sense.
Does anybody else have any questions for Lauren? Yeah, Karen said this was great. Awesome.
Well, thanks, Karen.
Thank you. Carol says, thank you for the info. Laura Douglas said, thank you. Christina K said, thank you. Just one thing I have to say, guys, because as you know, I'm a platinum. I have a team of almost 500 agents. Okay. So you're going to come in a case where you're going to get bombarded. You're going to get, as you start moving up in rank, you're going to get bombarded with text messages, messengers, phone calls, Zooms. Okay, so there's a way to go about it. All right. I have a family. I was working full-time my first year. Obviously, text messages, messenger is going to be a lot easier to communicate with immediately. But there's going to be times where there's going to be too many one-on-ones. Okay, where it's literally going to interfere with your family. You don't want your family getting upset with you that you're spending too much time and not paying attention to your kids or whatever. So one thing that Charles Lee told me, he's like, Emily, because I was burned out. I was having too many Zoom sessions, too many one-on-ones. He recommended, well, there's a couple things that I recommend. Let your agents know, try to give me 24 hours notice, and let's set up a time together to make an appointment. Okay, that way you don't want them to get in a habit of, okay, you're going to drop everything in a hat to try to, that's great if you can. There's times that you're able to do that, but You want to try to set a time, okay? And if it gets to a point where you have too many agents reaching out to you at once, then I recommend doing an open Zoom session, okay? And you could try to see what time is convenient for everybody, try to do an open Zoom session with your agents in the morning, one in the evening, to try to accommodate everybody and kind of have everybody kind of jump at you at once. That way it's more controlled. You have more time for your family. You have more time, just your overall mental health well-being will definitely be better. Okay. And not only that, but your agents will also get to know one another. Okay. And it'll also help form friendships. All right. And relationships. Okay. Urban Girl says something. Let me see. Okay, so Maria says it's great. It's time to learn it. This is great. Okay, good. Dale said thank you. He learned a lot. Urban Girl, she says, I want a team build, but I don't think I can keep up with also having a full-time job and full-time mom. You can. I worked a full-time job my first year. A lot, like, please, you know how many agents have kids, work full-time? Some of them even go to college. Where's Amelia at? Amelia, tell them how many jobs you have, okay? And Amelia is Gold Qualified, all right? And she's killing it right now. Naj says, I'm happy that Lauren has really been there for me and been extremely helpful. I really appreciate her dedication and passion. She's been having me, helping me within these couple of months. Okay. Oh, Amelia says she has 2 jobs. Yeah. So there's a lot of people that work full time, have families, go to school and still able to do it. So you could do it. Okay. Just let your team know your availability. And if you're working, we have the team chat. Okay. For the extra support if you're not available. So you can do this. Maria says, I had this school and getting another job. Yeah, you can do it. You can do it. Remember, you're investing in yourself. This is your business. Okay. And then you also have the support system. No problem. Lauren, did you want to close with anything? Urban Girl said thanks.
Oh, you're welcome. I just thank you guys for your time. And like I said, like there's no wrong or right way to be a mentor. Just give it a shot. And it's really, I find it just very, it gives me satisfaction throughout the day to know that I'm helping other people achieve their goals. And we're all in this together. Like Emily was saying, like there's the team chat. So, and you also have your platinums and your golds. If you don't know the answer, you can always ask. And like when I was out of town, one of my agents needed help. I was on the plane home and my Michelle helped me, my sponsor. She hopped on Zoom with them and was able to help the agent. So like you're never in this alone. The support here, as you guys know, is awesome. So I think that's it.
All right. So Van says, I want a team build, but still trying to learn all this. Yes. I mean, I recommend maybe, joining the team building chats, Vance, learning the foundation, what you need for team building and doing it little by little. Okay. Until you get the swing of things. But I think you're really going to enjoy it. When do you start building? You could start building your team whenever. I started on my 3rd week. Lauren, when did you start?
It was about my 2nd week.
Yeah. Maria says, Vance, it is overwhelming, but I take it one thing at a time. Carol says, same with me. Haven't started team building yet. Going to next week. Yeah, I think so. It's really rewarding, guys. And not only that, but you have an extra stream of income coming in. You're helping others. You want people to have an extra stream of income coming in. Not only from travel booking, but again, the team building. So that's going to help you with team retention, right? I wish I had support from my mentor. I really felt alone in this process. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry about that, Urban Girl. So that's a good point. Okay, because for me, I think so, like my mentor when I first started, I was like, my mentor was new. He was about a month in, but he wasn't the good mentee, okay? He didn't know travel booking, he didn't know team building. He was a good guy, like a good person. He was a good cheerleader, but he didn't have the knowledge, okay? So I really had to stay plugged into the chats, okay? I had to attend trainings, and that really helped me move forward in the company. Okay, so you don't really need your mentor. Sometimes I think I'm better off. He eventually left, but I think Lauren too. You're kind of in you're a direct sponsor too. It was kind of like in a similar situation as well. So you really don't need your sponsor. If you go to your back office, you want to go to my account and my upline. And if your sponsor is not available, you go to the next person up in line. Okay, and reach out to them. Like, sorry, I'm not, I can't reach my sponsor. Are you able to assist me? Or just ask in a chat. Yeah, but okay, so Karen said me too, but I'm doing this for me. This is my business. Exactly. Yeah, so make sure you guys stay plugged in. The people who stay plugged into the chats and ask the most questions, they're the ones who are most successful in this business. Okay. All right, everybody. Great job, Lauren. Thank you so much for volunteering your time and doing this training. You're doing absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see you at Gold, girl. I'm cheering you on. Yes. Okay, guys. So thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Okay. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.